That concert last night. We're here to just talk a little bit about the Iland concert for I-DLE, because that is something I can't wait to experience in person. So if you don't know, you either come off from the rock you're under, okay? But if you don't know anyway, I-DLE had their online concert last night after their original tour, Iland tour, was unfortunately canceled due to events in the world. Obviously necessary, but it's still like unfortunate for people who wanted to go, and obviously and them who wanted to be fans. But a necessary evil, obviously. But they surprised us with an online concert, and that was the Iland concert that happened last night. Oh my god, bro. I thought first of all I wouldn't make it, but then it hit. Because so far there's been 3 online concerts that I've been to, and unfortunately I missed Moonbyul's the day it happened, but I rewatched it. Dreamcatcher actually happened earlier on in the day, and I didn't do this video for Dreamcatcher because the thought of it didn't come to mind right after, and I wish I had done it like soon after, you know. This is as close to soon after as it gets because it literally happened. It literally ended like 6 hours ago, pretty much. So it's still like super fresh in my mind, and just so you know, like I loved Moonbyul's, obviously. I love Dreamcatchers, and now this coming like right after I-DLE's. This being a video about I-DLE. It's I-DLE performing things live and on stage, and y'all know how that goes. Y'all know how that goes if you watch them, and if you don't, you need to experience it. They absolutely killed it. Their energy, their expressions towards the camera, especially Soojin, yo. I don't know what it was about her. She was radiating some aura that was like next level. Like she has this I am the stage aura that is just sick. And she was like commanding every second that she was in frame. It was amazing. They performed obviously a bunch of their songs. Some songs with choreo for the first time. Songs like Maybe. That was amazing because that song is amazing off the new album. And obviously on top of performing their songs, what I was hoping for to see when I went in person, they did, which was solo stages / unit stages. Oh my god. So here's the thing. I'm going to include clips here, but I'm gonna warn you before each one. They're gonna be 5 to 10 seconds long. So when I snap, it's gonna start. And if you don't want it spoiled, you can skip ahead 10 seconds. It could be a little less than 10 seconds. Could be somewhere between 5 and 10, so it may be a little late into me speaking. Just know that I'm going to throw in 5 to 10 second clips of each solo stage and unit stage. And I'm going to warn you before each one. That way you can skip if you don't want it spoiled. I don't know if as of now, they've made it clear if they're going to be making it available later on. I don't remember that being an option when you bought the ticket to go watch. I also don't think they've mentioned that they're gonna make like a DVD version of it or anything. I hope they do, because I will buy that in a heartbeat. Regardless, I got the whole concert recorded from my own viewing pleasure. I'll go watch it whenever I want. I'm not gonna be that guy and just upload it because I just don't want to be that guy. But I will tease y'all with a little bit of like small clips of the solo stages at least. And if you want to watch them, you watch them. If you don't, then you skip over 10 seconds from when I snap. Now, first off, it was Minnie, and I'm not gonna say what she's saying because that also spoils it. But if you know the song, you know the song, and just listen. Minnie was first.
It's kind of sweet when we're fighting till someone's calling the cops, but you never blame it on me.
So I'm gonna wait a few seconds because just in case I only make it like a 5-second one, then people don't skip to 10 seconds. Don't miss like 5 seconds of me talking. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. She's on my wall. She's on my wall. I love her, yo. I love her. I love every fiber of her being. I love all of them, but I fucking love Minnie. And every time she sings, I melt a little bit more. And she did a solo stage, and she looked godly, sang godly. It's so hard to describe because I sat here. I was like, my friend was also watching it, but we sat in like a Xbox party together, and we were talking through the other stages, not through them, but like, oh my god, holy shit. I did not speak during any solo stage, and it was just pure silence. And it's crazy because I started tearing towards the end of Minnie's, and right as I'm about to wipe like tears off my eyes, Yuqi starts singing, and bro, we already know Yuqi got vocals for months, let alone days, okay? She did Yuqi things.
Cause now it's time to let them know. What about us?
So I'll just wait a little while. But listen, Yuqi, I don't want to say she impressed me, because it's not like I'm impressed something that like I've never experienced from her. I know it's coming, but then it happens and you're just still in awe, you know? Like that's something that always happens to me with every Mamamoo performance. No matter how many times I've seen their stages, I am in awe every time they perform it. I don't know, I can't explain the feeling. It's just always a thing. And with Yuqi, like hearing her sing, her voice, her tone, her everything, it was just yeah. Like I'm as speechless now as I was when I was watching. And I'm like, I told you I was like crying to the end of Minnie's. Yo, it just kept flowing, and I was just like, yo, can we please? I wish I had recorded my reaction, but at the same time, I'm glad I was like, it was 3. Yeah, was it 3 a.m. when the slow started? Probably close to 3 a.m. And listen, I always say I don't care if I get evicted, but I'm not gonna start yelling at 3 a.m. because I would have been all out of But Yuqi obviously did Yuqi things, and next was Miyeon, and oh my god.
I can't even get the emotions to come out. Trying to bone, but I just wanna shout.
Alright, we're also playing Han right now. If you watched, and you know what justice for Han means, but you also are very appreciative of what happened where Han was neglected, okay? But, cause I felt conflicted when Han wasn't a part of it, and I wanted to start saying justice for Han, but what happened was so good. Just know, if you get to watch it, you'll experience it. You'll want to say justice for Han, but you'll probably fight yourself because of how good it was. But Miyeon, I don't know, every time Miyeon sings, I always think of Adele for some reason. Like I always think of Adele, and obviously she's covered Adele before. That's probably one of the reasons, but that's like, of the songs she's covered, it's always Adele that comes to mind. Her voice is so piercing, yo. Her voice is so piercing when she hits high notes, when she belts like really long notes. It's just beautiful to listen to. And I know this is like a video, it was supposed to be me talking about the concert, and I'm just showering them with compliments, but that's just me with my faves, okay? That's how it is. They absolutely did. Oh, bro, if this was in person, I would need help standing up. It's either that, or I tweeted I'd be listening from the floor. Just make sure I don't like knock out, okay? Just make sure I don't pass out, because I'll just be listening from the floor, because I will not be able to stand. My legs were weak sitting on my chair, like legit. They looked beautiful during the solo stages. They sounded better than they looked, and that is hard. Like how? Because they looked phenomenal. Like, next was, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting it, but I mean, Dreamcatcher had unit stages. I've seen unit stages at other concerts. We had a unit stage, and I believe they decided to go with the Tang sisters. I'm not sure exactly the name. It's like, that's the one thing that escapes me, but there was a lot of names getting thrown around in the chat. I think it translates to Puppy Pup Sisters, or Puppy Pup something. I forget exactly what the term was after that. I know Puppy Pup, I think, was the name, but it was Miyeon, pretty much exactly who just performed solo. Miyeon, Minnie, Yuqi, and if ever there was a time to enter the Church of I-DLE, there's so many parts. I wish I could include the whole performance here to show you. This was the definition of the Church of I-DLE. I could not breathe while they were harmonizing. It was, I want to let it speak for itself. And the part that I'm going to include, I think, is the harmony, just to tease the hell out of you. The rest of it, like, that harmony was sick, but the rest of it, yeah, that happened, and you need, if I hope, I keep saying you need to watch, but I don't know if the opportunity is going to be present. I hope there's an opportunity for people to watch these stages again later on. Like I said, I still don't know if I'm like just blanking on the fact that they said they would, but I have this feeling they didn't. But regardless, when it does happen, just know you have to do your best to try and watch that, because levels were achieved, etherealness was achieved, the gates were opened, the Church of I-DLE was in session, the Church of Tang 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 was in session, Puppy Pop, oh, everything. Now next we had Shuhua, and it's the first stage that wasn't like a vocal stage, but it was a dance stage. I guess I'll spoil that part. And it was a dance stage that, if y'all follow me more than just idol reactions, you know that it's exactly what I like to say. Shuhua, yo, she, like I said, did something that I love seeing. Is the kind of dance that I love to see. I've shared it before. Everything. The only thing I have about her stage is that I wish it was longer. I don't want to even talk about that, because I know they put on a whole lot of set list for us. So they're exhausted. It's just like, it's the selfish part of me that wanted to see more. I think hers was the shortest stage out of all of them. So I just wish it was longer, because I know she would have just done some magic on that stage dancing like that. But regardless what we got, I'm glad she like put that together, and we got to see a solo stage for Shuhua, and it was beautiful. Now next we had Soojin, and listen, Soojin did what Soojin does, okay? That's all you need to know.
I've been having
Soojin will always find a way to have Nevies on the edge of their seats, okay? With 6 puzzle backing queendom, with her dance covers, her 7 rings, everything. She will find a way. If she's doing a choreo cover, she will find a way to have us on edge, almost on the damn floor, okay? Our jaws are already on the floor, but the rest of our bodies will also hit after a while of watching, y'all. The whole thing is like, she does these dances that they come off like they're like this, the choreo, like she obviously looks amazing and sexy and everything, but it's like I was telling you already that she has like this aura of like commanding attention, and you just don't want to take your eyes off her. And it's almost like there were dancers, there was also chairs. I'm gonna spoil that part just in case you skip forward. But there were dancers, but it's like she was the only one there, bro. She just commands that attention, and you want to watch her every move. She's very hypnotizing to look at, like when she's dancing or performing or anything. I will shower her with compliments forever. I could do it forever, I'm telling you. Last but certainly not least, it was Soyeon, and I had this feeling that she was gonna like perform something original, like for the first time. She didn't. She also did a cover. But listen. A cover it was. Okay? Oh! Here's the thing with Soyeon, yo. We know her as the badass that she is on the mic, okay? But she was hitting us with straight vocals, and we know, as Devies, we know that she has vocals. She could sing, she could dance, obviously, but she was hitting us with some crack, okay? Some straight Neverland crack. And yo, don't do drugs, but that's a good kind. What Soyeon was provided was a good kind. If there is going to be a good kind, it's the crack Soyeon was providing with that stage, cause I inject that shit. Inject it into my veins, yo. It was so good. Every time I like think about the fact that I saw these solo stages and like just the stages in general, like all the performances, I think about the fact that this could have been in person. This could have been like, we could have experienced all this in person, and it sucks not having had that experience. And I can't wait till like the experience come around, because even this as an online concert, like having experienced Moonbills already and Dreamcatchers earlier yesterday, like there's still like some sick ass experiences, you know, and you can experience them at home. I can sit there and tweet while looking at the concert because I don't have to look while I'm tweeting, you know. I just like glance over just to make sure I didn't misspell something. Like it's fun for me because the reason I like tweeting, and sometimes I've tweeted like at concerts I've gone to, is because I like talking to people when I'm excited about something, and I like sharing the experience like as I'm there. I've already told y'all multiple times, I really only got one friend. That was the one friend I was in a call with last night when we were watching together. And it was like talking to him while tweeting, and sometimes going completely silent on him because I was in awe of what they were doing. Look at the beautiful Yuqi. Hello. Listen, it was such a great time, yo. Hopefully they do release it for people to watch. I don't know what their plans are for that. I don't remember if they did announce it, but to my knowledge of what I remember, I don't think they did. So hopefully they drop it as a DVD, because I want to own that so bad. But just know, yo, that was, we are in for it when we finally get to see them in person. I'm letting you know right now, we are in for it.
I can call it love, my baby. 나도 몰래 다가오는 설레임에 You can call it love, you can call it love. 갈아